Hello, Grape Master. Welcome. Hey, Vexine. Happy Friday to you as well. It's kind of funny that with Jayce, because you don't want cost reduction, there's certain things you can't go with. Like Echoing Spirit for Jayce would be actually bad. Hey, those nightmares destroyed me except for the first one. Yeah, we're probably going to be spending a good time with the nightmares. I need to try to do some sort of guide video to help people out before it resets on Monday, so people can try to get in there and get the rewards. You beat the weekly nightmare and got another Freljord crystal. So for one of the quests, none of the rewards are opening correctly. They just like open automatically, so you get the rewards without actually seeing it. You used Ash on Viego, and it's so fun. I mean, yeah, if you have 6-star Ash, then I've been hearing some pretty great things about it. If you're talking about the Nova Crystal that you're supposed to get from, like, that reward, that one is supposed to be able to open up. I think that one works for you. Most people it's working for. If not, though, you can always just check all your currencies. If you think you didn't get it, open up a ticket with Riot and let them know. Yeah, we've actually cleared this one twice now. And one of the ones we did it with 6-star Pike, and yeah, that was counterpicking ourselves, but we were still able to make it through. Hello, Long. Welcome. Lurk now? Alright. Alrighty. Hey, Smurf Tamer. Yeah, so we have our Jayce at 5 stars with the Mana Flow, and we've gotten some of the important upgrades like the Elixir of Sorcery. I've really been enjoying Jayce so far, so we're gonna play with him a little bit, probably try to find out some of his best builds. I think this will be pretty good if you have Starforged Gauntlets. If not, I think going for his Hex Tech Battery plus Chem Tech and then a Flex Relic. Like maybe Archangel Staff, but Crown Guard also wouldn't be terrible, to be honest. Yeah, we'll have to see. Still working on figuring out everything for Jayce. What do you think about the reworked Pike? Pretty fun. Played him a little bit more yesterday. I think he definitely has a little bit of an issue where 3-star Pike now is going to be less consistent with his lurk compared to old 3-star Pike. But I think Riot also is very aware of that, which is why they gave you a quest that rewards you with like 40 fragments for Pike and then also constellation materials, so you can immediately upgrade Pike to at least get your 4-star and trying to get some of the other ones. So yeah, 3-star is a little bit less consistent, but once you start getting through the constellation, which Riot is trying to help you be able to do like for free, he gets a lot better. And especially with him at the 6-star, the 6-star is one where it's strong. It's not as ridiculous as like Swain or Viego, but it really changes how you're playing, and it adds a lot more complexity to how Pike is as a character, which is pretty fun. Also his relic, we've been testing out some different builds for it. And yeah, his relic is another one that's not that strong, but it's interesting to use. There's no fragments for Jayce, sadly. Yeah, I was surprised by that. These bundles, by the way, I wish they could just include the relic in all of them since it's the cheapest one too. I mean, that having the relic in all of them kind of disincentivizes people from buying multiple bundles, which they don't want to do. So they want to put it in the cheapest bundle so you don't feel like you have to buy the bundles higher than that if you don't want to, if you just really want that relic, which I think is probably like the best approach. All right, let's go ahead and grab Jayce. So the build we're going to go with for right now is Starforge Gauntlets, pairing that with the Hex Tech Battery plus Luminous Orb. So we get the +1 starting mana. We have Jayce at 5 stars, so we're going to start at 4 mana, which is very nice. So like round 2, we can hopefully start playing some of our 6 cost spells, getting all those bonuses. And then the Hex Tech Battery is pretty nice. Lets us have our Jayce on the board, level up, and immediately play a 6 cost spell. There's a lot of interesting things you can do with this. One of them is if you can get Jayce on the board before he levels, you can then spend all your mana on a 6 cost spell. So that goes off, gets its benefits. And then Jayce levels, refills your mana. You can play another 6 cost spell. Since Jayce is leveled, he will then duplicate it. So you can get like 3 6 cost spells off in a round pretty easily. Falling comment on Jayce. I mean, you could. It's better for Lux, because Lux, you don't already have a way to generate 6 cost spells, whereas Jayce does. Yeah, so with the Constellation, we have the 4 stars for the Armed Gearheads, the 5 star for the extra mana gem, and some of these other little upgrades. Reroll and regen. Forge Worker has Phage, really nice because we have multiple ways of generating these. The big one here, Elixir of Sorcery on our 6 cost spells, well, 6 cost or higher. And then the Pharaoh's Financier has that Crystal Carrier, helping us ramp up. Very good if you want to go for a Chemtech build, because this just helps you get that 6 mana a little bit faster. And I think we'll maybe go try up against Leandra. Yeah, let's go here, I think. We will also be planning on doing a decent amount of time going through the weeklies some more today. So yeah, I know a lot of people are struggling with those, so we want to be able to get some more information, more experience, and help everyone out. Katarina is interesting because we could potentially get her discounted and then try to keep playing her. Although I'm pretty sure every time we play her, her cost will reset, so we'll have to discount her down again. Also, that combo won't necessarily work into Leandra. I think Fizz is looking decent just because there's a lot of very cheap cards. Like, he's a 1 cost. This is going to be a 1 cost. Not that we're probably going to play it. Yeah, cheap cards. I do like that. Let's see what Leandra has. I am inevitable. How fun. Yeah, sorcery would be great. If you could ever get sorcery on your Jayce, that'd be fantastic. Elemental Winds, your spells and skills deal 2 extra damage. We're normally not playing that many damaging spells, but we do have Jayce's Shock Blast. Honestly, going for one of the other two might be better. Especially with the Fury, because I think when Jayce gives your units keywords, it obviously has to give them a keyword they don't have. So getting some of the other keywords like Fury out of the way increases the odds you're going to get better things like Elusive or Lifesteal. We'll try to go with Elemental Winds, but it's not as good of an option for Jayce as it would be for someone like Swain. Yeah, we don't have that many synergies with it. We're not playing that many removal cards. That being said, Mega Inferno Bomb, when you play a spell, reduce my cost by 1. I think since we just got the increased damage, we will get this, especially because it goes off twice. We're gonna hopefully play this just for 6 mana, but if we end up just discounting this down and playing it for cheaper, it still wouldn't be terrible because it's gonna do a lot of damage. Sure. Let's first see. The capture is not bad. Like, we're gonna have to be careful with this discounting. Yeah, we can grab that. Let's do 1 reroll here. Deny. Lifesteal is interesting. Cost reduction, great. So draw 6 cards. Reduce their cost by 1. Also, 8 cost is quite a lot. Some cost reduction can be good. Like if we were able to get Tear of the Goddess on this, so it went down to a 6 cost, that would be pretty nice. Does buff up our top deck. This one's difficult because like if we struggle with draw, then this can be really nice, but I think we're fine. I think we have enough 6 cost spells at the moment. I think let's go down here for the Inquisitor. So Warden of the Tribes and all things grow cold. Yeah, against Leandra, the bomb won't be as good, but the bomb will probably be really good against some of the other opponents we're going up against. We'll actually hold on to this. So there's going to be other targets that the bomb is great against. All right, let's updraft this here. And drop this here. All right, so we'll probably play the Mega Inferno Bomb this next round. So that'll be fun. So we'll drop this here so we get more units on our board. They still might play another unit. But yeah, let's drop this. We don't want to miss our attack, and we don't want to pass and have them pass back, and we don't have anything we can play. Also, Jayce is now leveled because we just have immediately 2 spells going off. So yeah, targets like this is why we got the bomb. Even though, yeah, it won't be the best against Leandra. Alright, we'll short drop our Fizz because we can play it for free. We'll save this for later. And nice, there goes half their health. Fantastic. What'd you get in the Platinum Star Vessel? I got a... maybe we could do draw. I got a Shurima Nova Crystal, This is fun. So Shurima Nova Crystal that I used for Kaisa. These are going to be some massive units. I think we'll put this here. Nice that we're still able to get rid of them. I think let's play this here to draw one because we're not going to need the spell mana. Do we want to have 2 assembly workers? I think we'll end it for now. I think we'll try to open attack. I don't think they have a lot of removal. Yeah, GG. Nice. Not gonna waste my Nova Crystal on Volley. I'll save it for Ornn. I mean, I think the Volibear one will be decent. I think Ash is definitely better, but I wouldn't call it a waste. Again, more cost reduction on our 6 costs, not what we want to see. Flash of Brilliance isn't bad, because we can play it, it refills our mana, so we kind of play it for free, gives us a 6 cost. Yeah, this will be nice. Alright, item chest, perfect. Copy me on the same targets. This is very, very good, especially since we're kind of going for a little bit more of a damage build right now. Alright, Heart of the Fluffed or Yeti Yearlings. Oh, goodness. Both of these are awful. Yeah, both are terrible. I think we'll go up for Heart of the Fluffed. But yeah, both of these can be pretty bad. Double Trouble might actually not be the worst, just to get a bunch of blockers. Because we need to kill their Poros as much as possible, because if they have 5 or more, they get their 0 cost Heart of the Fluffed, which is very bad for us. So yeah, I think let's actually play it right away. Man, they have so much... Oh, they have so much health because of the Frost Gatherers that we can't even kill them. Oh, that's not good. Well, this is just another one of those combos that actually pairs really well together. Because what they need is survivability, and this perfectly gives them survivability. We might actually drop this here. We're going to nuke our board, but we're also going to nuke all of theirs, which is potentially worth it. Yeah, I'm just going to try to kill everyone. Just drop a nuke on the battlefield. Alright, so we can drop our Fizz. Hey, Hexstar. Tried out Pike, felt pretty good. I also had played a Pike a little previously, so I don't think I know how Pike worked. Yeah, he takes a little getting used to. Alright, so we can drop our Forge of Tomorrow. We can then go for our assembly line. We'll drop this one here. Alright, let's try to attack and get as many kills as we can. Nice, so we're able to kill all their units. This is perfect. Nice. All right, so we could go ahead and drop this here. Like, we could kill 2 of their targets, but we'd be wasting a lot of damage. So I think let's try to hit their Nexus, and then we could actually drop our Jayce. Getting a gold reliquary today, hoping for the beast within or found fortune. Good luck. Hope you're able to get it. I think we'll wait to drop our Jayce to see if they attack. We don't want to override one of these units if we can avoid it. And Jayce, you really want him for your attack, so having him here on the defensive isn't as important. Okay, so they didn't want to play anything, which kind of means we need to end this round because they're about to get their Heart of the Fluffed. But that shouldn't be that big of a deal. I'm going to play a spell. Create in hand a random spell that costs 3 or less. Yeah, I don't actually really want to deal with that.
X-Tech cannon, tested and primed.
So the one issue here is we're not really needing or benefiting from him refilling our mana. But this still should be game. Because yeah, with Jayce, this is kind of what you want. You want to have a full board of units, drop your acceleration gate, it goes off twice because of Jayce, and now you just have all of these crazy stats and keywords. And GG. Nice. Yep, they dropped their fluffed, but that just made it worse for them.
Down as a success.
Any chance Toast on planning a econ video with all the resources Emporium options expanding? Maybe. Not really top of the priorities. The biggest thing right now, I'm gonna try to get a video out for the weekly nightmares, because I know people are struggling with those. Manifest a spell that costs 5, says costed 2. That's not really that helpful. I guess we'll go for the spray fin here, but we don't really like any of these, to be honest. Back to back. So this is going to go off twice, massively buff up 2 units. Burst speed 6 costs are very good because you can use them as excellent combat tricks, but making sure we get our champion is pretty nice. So we already have a lot of 6 costs. I think we'll go here. You really have to be careful to not make your deck too top heavy. All right, Scar Mother. Hello, Pix. All right, let's see. This is decent, although since we already have our Jayce, we can probably get rid of this. Yeah, this will be okay. All right, so we can drop Jayce immediately, but we don't really need to. Sure, we can drop this, and then with the double strikes here.
Fight or die.
The one bad thing is when they survive damage, double their power. Yeah, so we actually don't really want to attack with both of these. Like, this one could hurt the Unscarred Reaver. Yeah, I think we'll actually just pass. We don't want to damage them and have them scale out of control. All right, so we could kill one of them. Sure, let's go like this. They might be able to buff them up. Jayce is feeling great. Like, pretty much every time I've played him, he's been better than I thought he would be.
Shake my hand.
Let's actually drop this here. Yeah, we can pass. So we want to be able to play Jayce and a 6-cost spell at the same time. It's not really gonna happen though. If we had a little bit more mana, we could, but I think we'll drop this here and then do our Rising Light. Now the boost isn't going to be overly helpful as far as actually helping our units. It's more the fact that it's just a 6 cost that's going off. Oof. That is a little annoying.
Oh boy, here I go.
I'll do better this time.
Yeah, we almost, with them both having like 1 health, we would have been fine, but all their health increases.
We feast tonight, Bard.
So this one is a little worrying. We could drop this here and it can kill their entire board, which is great. But they have 3 mana, and so if they use a combat trick, they can survive and then do a ton of damage. All right, this is going to be a gamble, but we'll go for it because otherwise we're still taking a lot of damage. Do they have combat tricks? Yep, they do. Okay, then we're probably screwed. Yep, we knew it was going to be a risk.
I won't fail.
But we had to try. I mean, you're doing a decent amount of creative cards for Jayce for your armed gearheads, but also for Jayce, you really want to have a full board so that you're having a lot of units get buffed up by your 6-cost spells.
The Elk of Bones summons me.
Sure. Let's just get that off the table right away.
Awesome day for progress. The winter's claw strikes.
Let's try to get 2 more units.
The winter's claw.
Actually, blocking will increase their damage, will double their damage, and not really save us almost anything. So yeah, we'll just skip the block, because it's not really going to do much for us. Nice. Yeah, let's go ahead and get our fizz on the board. Well,
try anyone once.
All right, let's get our elusives going. This unit doesn't have overwhelm,
I'm ready.
so it taking a little bit of damage isn't that big of a deal. We want more damage on their nexus if possible.
Let's see what you can do.
The biggest thing is getting their doubled effects, like they're doubling power on like overwhelm units. That's the real bad thing.
Flee now or burn.
All right, so they dropped. Yeah, Mega Inferno Bomb won't kill that because it's going to get tough, and so it's going to take less and less damage. So if we drop this, we'd actually be buffing them up a little bit. I think let's actually get our Jayce on the board.
Hey, big man.
You ready to get in bed? All day, every day, Reggie.
And we'll put this here. And yeah, we won't actually block this one at all. Sure, we can get Fizz on the board. Alright, so we're gonna drop our Shock Blast. It's gonna nuke this and the Nexus. Then Jayce will level, and then we can get our attack in. Our board is about to get massively buffed up.
This is the cutting edge of progress.
Jayce's 3-star power is that when you play a 6-cost spell,
that again.
you're buffing up your whole board, giving them more power and keywords.
Testing.
Just another winter. Another fine scar.
The white elk's bones.
All right, here we're dropping the acceleration gate to
Replicating
further
power
buff
spot.
up all of our units even more. Yeah, we might drop Mega Inferno Bomb to be a very cheap card though.
Ready for acceleration.
So even though it's under 6, being able to play it for like a 3 cost isn't that bad, because we couldn't play it for 6 anyways. So sure, let's also drop this here. All right, there we go. GG.
That was fun! Hey, how come they're not smart?
So yeah, with Jayce, since you have so much board scaling and it's temporary, you really want to make sure you can have like a full board for when you play your Jayce. All players draw one, the opponent discards their highest cost card. This is a 4 cost, which is pretty high, but we could use this to maybe make them discard like their Watcher against Leandra, so that could be hilarious. If we could get Sorcery, that would be great. Explosive Finale, more damage. We will be killing an okay amount of people, but we really want Sorcery. Let's try to reroll for it. There we go. Fantastic. Easy game. All right, Drac, Lorne, Inquisitor. This is the first time I've gotten Sorcery with Jayce. This should be fantastic. Okay, this looks fine. Wait, no Pores and Messenger? I mean, we haven't gotten that far yet. We still have to defeat this boss. Let's just... yeah, immediately drop this here. Sure, we need some more units on the board. All right, that one is a little rough, but we could drop the Traveler, but I want to get Jayce on the board so that we can try to end next round.
If you still want them side sessions, Jayce. Will do, Axel. Come on then.
Sure, we'll drop this here.
Punch it out.
Oh boy, here I go!
Huh, well that is unfortunate. This was supposed to give us a spell to play. We'll play our Sky Cruiser to try to get something. And we'll still have 6 mana. Huh. Well, that's not great. I think this doesn't work for board-wide effects. Well, there goes most of our board. Alright, so we'll drop this here. Man, we're having such bad luck. We cannot generate any of our spells that we want. We had it set up so we could level with Jayce, he'd refill our mana, we could drop his acceleration gate and push a bunch of damage, but this is kind of the one issue. You're relying on sometimes random spells. So that is a bit unfortunate. Alright, let's draw another one of our champion, hopefully Jayce. Not that we'll be able to play it this round. But we'll drop this here, capture their card.
Dropped everything.
Hextech engaged.
Yeah, Jayce is definitely a champion that there is a good amount of randomness, which can be fun, but it can also really screw you over at times.
My lady calls to me and I obey.
We could actually drop this, though. Give allies 4/4 this round in rally. So we got screwed over last round, but then things like this happen where it gives you like an absolutely amazing spell. This will buff up our board, rally, level Jayce, refill our mana.
Hextech cannon tested and
Oh, man.
interesting use of tech.
She sees all.
We can...
No, the stars!
this one's deathless, but yeah, still not gonna be able to attack. I guess we'll just drop this one here. That's okay. Alright, so we can build out our board a little bit before we start dropping our spells.
So pretty!
Alright, acceleration gate, absolutely fantastic. This is the main way we're ending games.
Power spike.
Jayce makes this when you level up. You play it, it goes off twice because of Jayce.
Clear the range.
Buffs up your board a massive amount.
Powering up.
And GG.
Show me that again.
Oh, nice. Give it all would be fun too? Yeah.
That's what I call progress.
This randomness is one of the reasons why I haven't played him since Wednesday. Yeah, some people like the randomness. Other people get just too annoying. Alright, so more cost reduction. Don't really want that. I guess we'll go for auto push just because it's really cheap. Oh, that's my old alarm. Oh my word. One moment. Let's grab this. We don't want to get more copies of Fizz because that reduced our odds of drawing Jayce. So let's grab this here. I don't really know if we'll survive, but sure, let's try the hard route. So messenger, Let's get rid of this. Yeah, this is okay. So the buffs he gives from his star powers are just for the round. The extra power and the keywords, they're all a give, so it's just for the round, which is why you really need to be using them on your attack to be able to try to end the game. We do already have Jayce. They're wanting to end. Yeah, that's okay. Ooh. This actually could be perfect. So this will go off twice. It'll reduce down our Jayce to a 1 cost. We then play Jayce, he refills our mana, we drop our acceleration gate, and we just nuke them on our first attack. I think this should be perfect. Sure, we can drop this 0 cost.
Keeping the peace.
Well, that's a little bit sad. But sure, we can just...
Janna, I answer.
Tomorrow has never looked so.
The elixir of sorcery is so good. Yes, it's amazing.
Let me know if you still want them science lessons, Jayce.
Will do, Axel.
Alright, so we're just trying to build out our board a little bit
May Janna's
before we drop our acceleration gate so we have more units to get buffed up. This just massively boosts up all of our units.
Now I pack a punch. Gate is a go.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Nice. So this is our very first attack, just absolutely annihilating them. Perfect.
Now that's what I call progress.
So the damage of this actually wouldn't be bad because it's being increased by our star powers or the powers we picked up. But yeah, not really that needed. I think we'll just go here. This makes a 6 cost spell. All right, Jubilant Poro. Yeah, if you're able to get evolution, then it would be absolutely insane. We'll get rid of this one. And I'm fine with, well, let's actually get rid of the Forge Chief. If we can get our 6 cost or our, I guess, 7 cost board wipe again, or like Mega Inferno Bomb, that'd be pretty good. We do have this though. Sure, we will drop this. They'll play something. We'll drop our Shock Blast. So we'll have a complete board. And we can just attack with absolutely everything. Yeah, sorcery is definitely pretty great. Alright, so there goes half their health. Well, over half. Solid. We could drop Jayce. We don't have any spells to play, but we can maybe fix that.
problem. I'm your man.
Although even with Jayce, even if we level him up, it doesn't really matter because we don't have the attack turn. And he's going to level up when we play him regardless. Which isn't necessarily the best. Let's see. We get our Inferno Bomb. There we go.
Oh, fluff everywhere.
They're potentially going to play more. Kind of don't care, though. I don't want to risk necessarily passing. Like, we could have played Fizz, but this will be good.
Little ones.
Alright, we will pass for now. Is 2E. Yeah, let's go with that. Thank you for the follow. Appreciate the support. Let's see, what do we want to go with? It doesn't really matter, to be honest. So we could try to play a bunch of stuff and then drop our Jayce, refill our mana. But we should just be able to kill them right away. Whatever. We'll try to get rid of one of their Poros. Alright, let's... I think get rid of this one.
This is the cutting edge of progress. Nothing beats field testing.
Alright, we just drop our acceleration gate, gets doubled, and then that is going to be game.
Gate is a go.
It's just so many stats and keywords.
Follow along, little ones.
Try to keep up.
What have Poros done
GG.
to you?
Big fan of you on YouTube. Thought I'd catch you on stream. Welcome.
Progress.
We're just chilling with Jayce right now, testing him out. This is our first time with him versus Leandra. And then we're also going to be working on the weekly nightmares today because we know a lot of people are struggling with those and we want to help out. How'd you get those stats? That is from his acceleration gate and our star powers. When you target an ally, we don't really target allies. Fixer Upper is okay, but we would really, really like Evolution. Or Can't Stop, Won't Stop, also good. We have a lot of temporary buffs, making them permanent will be giving us amazing scaling. Yeah, that's worth getting. All right, what do we want to cut? We don't really need coral creatures. We don't really need spray fin. Yeah, we can get rid of spray fin. We're pretty much never playing that. Mecha Caster, free attack. Create followers. Attacked all my power. I think we're fine. I'd rather save our gold for the shop. Alright, so this going off twice doesn't really do much. And it being reduced down makes it bad. This actually, like, we could use this for Leandra in order to try to get our own units out of entombs. So, could use that. But let's see, items. Buffing up our Jayce isn't bad. But we don't really care about Jayce's stats, to be honest. Sure. I think let's try to do a reroll, see if we can get something a little bit better here. Deal 6 to a unit. If it would die, obliterate it instead. This could be pretty good removal to try to just completely nuke Leandra or any of her units. So this one's actually not terrible. Play, draw a spell. Not terrible. There's so many of these that, like, it going off twice doesn't matter. I think we will grab this one. And then we'll use a reroll here to see if there's something else we want to get. Iceborne Gauntlet on Shadow Totem isn't the best, because they're guaranteed to get it back at the end of the round. And if we capture, like, Leandra, when she gets summoned again, she makes another one of her entombs, or thralls. Playing this for free is okay. And making this a little bit better, I guess, is fine. Let's see. We have Honored Lord, so item for our champion. Ornn with All Things Grow Cold.
Building a deck, are we? Excellent. I brought nails.
Can't stop, huge buff. Yeah, the can't stop, won't stop is going to be very nice. We can get rid of this one. And this is fine. Trying to rely on our removal a little bit more since we do have the elemental winds.
Hold it steady for me, like that.
Like, yeah, we'll probably just drop our shock blast and kill both of these immediately. Because, yeah, if you can kill Ornn and his units,
Don't you dare!
it is so good.
I just love your stories about Ornn, okay?
Yeah, let's, I think, nuke these two. We're doing this immediately before they can play all their time and dedications to buff them up a whole bunch.
It's hot.
Of course, they're all free.
Let me at 'em.
It doesn't have sorcery in the deck. No, we were able to get that through an upgrade. Yeah.
To the forge.
All right, that's fine. We'll just drop this here with one of our deathless units.
See? This is progress.
I think, once again, let's just kill this. If we can just keep them from getting units, it is so good. I guess we'll play this first. We can play it for free, get another unit on the board to get buffed. We don't want to actually play any of our units because we don't want to give them the chance to buff this outside of our kill range with their stupid focus or their equipment or anything.
Forge we create, and we mend.
Hold nothing back.
Sure. We really just want to kill their units, if at all possible.
Let's get to work. Try to keep up.
Although, really, we're going to probably kill it next round with the Obliterator anyways.
Now I pack a punch. Keep it up.
This could be fun to play. Oh, hello, Jump. Have fun hiking. Don't die. Yeah, let's go ahead and try to kill that, because that looks pretty terrifying. Yeah, we don't have our Jayce, which isn't great. We should play our double time and try to get Jayce on in our hand.
As my ancestors before me.
Alright, so we'll also be able to kill him. Alright, we'll drop this to get our Jayce.
What I came for.
There we go. And we'll potentially just
And with it, Shurima.
open attack and try to end the game, since a lot of these units are getting pretty buffed up from just all the spells we're playing, since the buffs are permanent.
Yeah, I'm ready.
Yeah, GG. Nice. Is it worth 6-star Kaisa? 6-star Kaisa is very good. Yes.
Yay, we did it!
Like I showed it on stream before. I'll have a video coming out in the next probably few days if you want to see some more gameplay of it. But it is pretty good. Yeah. Shadow Totem with Jayce is very good because if you can get it so that both of them play the acceleration gate, like the other one's also going to double your spells. So it is very solid. Obliterate a unit or landmark, heal your Nexus 3. So this going off twice doesn't really matter. Yeah, let's just get more copies of our Jayce. That's fine. Honored Lord, game start, looks good. And Leandra with like the worst power generally, I am inevitable. How fun.
My time is at hand.
Hello, Grid One. We'll hold on to one of them just in case our Jayce dies.
Ages pass, yet I remain.
I think let's try to build out our board. We have to remember that stupid mana tax, though. There is one card. Here is the second one.
I'm here in Janna's name.
And then this will be our last. And yeah, let's just obliterate their Leandra.
Embrace the cold.
The one bad thing is Jayce is leveled now, but we're not gonna get. Ooh, that's perfect. So this can just kill their entire. Well, if we play with Jayce, it kills their entire board. All right, we won't get our second copy of Jayce, which kind of sucks. Also, we won't get. Yeah, this is not the best, actually. We're gonna play this one for free. Just to make it so they have to play something first.
May Janna's will be done through me.
Okay. We wanted them to not have enough to entomb our Jayce as soon as we played him. Also, by them doing this, it actually frees up space for us to get both of our Jayce on the board. So this actually is decent for us. I mean, other than the fact it's buffing them up a massive amount, of course.
This is the cutting edge of progress.
Who do you beat the 6.5 with? So I did one with 6-star Pike, which I don't really recommend. Pike is kind of counterpicked into there. So even though we were able to do it, it wasn't a good time. And then the other one I did with my 6-star Viego. Alright, so this is going to be absolutely massive buffs here.
Don't mind if I do.
Clear the ring.
Alright, let's try to do like as much damage as we can. So this will be able to kill that unit with the quick attack. And then if they block anything else, they will just die. So yeah, let's go like this. So some solid damage down, but also just really big. The fact that, one, we have now 2 Jayce permanently on our board. But we killed all their units, which is pretty good. Okay, they're entombing our unit with Spell Shield. Thanks, I guess.
Nice.
I mean, we could just do this, do a bunch of damage. They might not have anything. So let's drop our Patrol Wardens, see what they do. Because we literally might use this. Okay. So we could kill both of these. But I think I'm probably fine with killing one. Because we have like our Jayce, so if they attack, they're just going to die. Getting rid of the other one would get a bit of a blocker for us. So it's not necessarily terrible. Sure. Seven and 7 should be enough to kill those, right? Yeah, should be good.
Hey, show me that again.
I guess, yeah, going 3 times. Oh, 4? Right, it's going off twice because of the shock blast. The good thing is the bonus from playing them goes off immediately. So even if your attack fizzles, your board is still buffed. Alright, so we'll just immediately attack before they can play any blockers. We'll put this here because this has Overwhelm. That still has Spell Shield, so it doesn't do anything other than heal them a little bit. And that's game. Nice. Use my 6-star Morgana, beat it first try. Shackle's help against Chime and Deadly, and Lifesteal Shuffle. Echoing Spirit Grand General's counterplan helped with the shrooms. Nice. Alright, that was pretty fun. Jayce does feel very both random and consistent, because the way you can end the game is very consistent. Get your Jayce on the board, leveled, and then you drop your acceleration gate to massively buff up your board to attack and end the game. So games still play out kind of the same, but some of the spells you're using is very different every time. And then it is fun, the fact that you have your Elixir of Sorcery, and the different spells you get. Like this time it was much more removal focused with like Hex Obliterator, Shock Blast, and Mega Inferno Bomb. So your adventures can actually play out pretty differently. It was pretty fun with Jayce though. Some of those are like, these two are some of the like 2 best powers you can get. Was a pretty good time. I think we'll probably look at one more Jayce build, but we'll also go and look at the weeklies. Oh, Sorcery just helps speed you up so well. Yeah, Sorcery is great. So yeah, this is fun with Starforge if you want the extra mana to start out. But I think Chemtech Duplicator is actually pretty nice. So potentially going for like Battery, Chemtech Duplicator, and then even Crown Guard would be okay. Right now we have to wait for Jayce to have the attack, but making it so that when he levels up, he gets the attack token. That way you have your combination of leveling, rallying, and dropping your acceleration gate, which is so strong. So I think Crown Guard might actually be solid. I think we'll test this out a little bit later. All right, let's look at the nightmares though. So pretty much for these nightmares, they are very difficult, and you really just need to rush them down as fast as possible. Because like here, both of these are putting a massive timer on your game, and then right here they gain free value with the little buddies, and then again they're just ramping up so much faster. I'm thinking for these, well obviously if you have any constellations that you can go through are good, but I've been trying to think of just very strong 3-star champions that you could use here. So I think potentially for like Diana, going for a build like this, which yes, it is a little epic heavy, but you can just play Diana, play a bunch of her spells on top of her, and buff her up to a massive amount very quickly. Try to end the game. Yeah, there's always Aurelion Soul that people can use, but some people won't be able to have that. Evelyn, I think, is another one where you could go for Starforged Gauntlets, but also just playing Evelyn in general would probably be quite strong here. I did also have like LeBlanc, especially if you want to go for like a very removal heavy build. This could probably work out pretty well. There's been a lot of people saying that Asol worked out fine. Elise might be another one. I guess let's go and try our Aurelion Soul. I do like the Crown Guard and Spell Weavers. So yeah, I think let's do Aurelion Soul first, and we'll potentially be testing out some other people as well. Alright, there we go. Alright, so going for Aurelion Soul, going for a very nice build here where we extra starting mana, potentially get more champs. The rally when we level, so when we play him, we can rally and try to rush down the enemy. And then Spell Weavers for the created cards to give us cost reduction for our champions. We'll try to go up against the hardest weekly and see how Aurelion Soul feels. So yeah, let's go for this. 2 days remaining. Oof. No Disciple. No, I normally don't use Disciple for Aurelion Soul. Cleared it with Nami first try. She can heal for 1. Yeah, Nami's another one that I have. I'm probably going to do try to do a somewhat guide video for the different weeklies, and part of that's going to be like, okay, here are champions, especially champions without their constellations, that can put enough aggression early that you can be fine. Enfeebling Strike's not bad, but if I could get a created card here, sustain 2 units that also benefit from created cards, so that's not terrible. But yeah, I'd really like Sharon's Carrying could be good. Titanic Wake could be a lot of our units, could really help with their extra stats. Yeah, Sharon's Carrying could be helpful. I think I'll go for Titanic Wake. We'll be able to proc this with a lot of our cards because with Asol, all of our units get double the amount of stats. Sapling is created, but it doesn't count as playing a created card. Because with Aurelion Soul's powers, when you play a created card, reduce the cost of allies everywhere by 2. So Sapling's created, and so were the other ones, but while that is good, it's not triggering our cost reduction, which is what we're going for. So yeah, I think we'll go for Titanic Wake because we can proc this very easily with all of our doubled stats, and they're gonna have massive stats. All right, Lord Broadmain. I'm gonna go with Shade. Shade 1314. Thank you for the follow. Let's get rid of the Priestess and Star Shaping. We really just need to try to put as much pressure as we can round 1. And yeah, let me know if every other Nightmare is like this or just the 6.5. I think it's all of them. But it seems like every encounter is random, like its placement or if you even get it. Which makes it very difficult for me to try to make anything as far as try to make any consistent guides. All of them? Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh, so we could go for Master Yi. Sure, we can try to get another champion. Let's lay this here. We'll get rid of the white flame because we're not going to have the mana to play it. Sure, we can get Nora. So we'll drop the Wish here to be a created card to play our 2 champions for free, which both of them will give us cost reduction towards Aurelion Soul.
That fated day is never far from my thoughts.
We can drop this to get our gems.
One cut of many.
Yeah. Alright, this looks fine.
Blade and body.
Alright, not a bad opening. We'll be able to drop this and play our Aurelion Soul for free, and then attack and try to end the game.
No one's the wiser.
From what I've seen, besides the mini bosses, it's all random. Yeah, that's what I was thinking and kind of afraid of. Yeah, we can go for the Falling Comet, but Aurelion Soul here should just kill both of them. Scourge is nice. Does anyone know where the encounter with something along the lines of when you play a unit, shuffle your hand into your deck and draw that many? I'm trying to find it to cheese the Draw 10 quest. That's the Mariner's Ruse, I think. He had 4 health. And since he had 4 health, it doubled into 8 health, which then triggers the Titanic Wake. Yeah, the Intrepid Mariner. Also, if you're struggling with the draw quest, you could really just... I mean, for one, go for Neela and go for the Jinx Relic, Loose Cannon's Payload. You'll discard that many and then draw that many fleeting at next round start. Pretty easy.
A true master.
GG.
Eternal student.
Damn, that was close. Yes. Very close. As long as we can pretty much do that consistently where... Spirit Stone's actually not bad, but we'll go for Pale Cascade. Trying to end on like our first 2 turns is going to be pretty important. Diana, cheap champion, that is nice. She's going to have 4 power, so she's going to hit the Titanic Threshold. That's nice. Nightfall, that's cheap, also good. Yeah, I'm liking this so far. Cheap. Not going to trigger... Yeah, I think this is going to be best for us. More champions. Yeah, these seem... Other than mini bosses, I feel like all of them are completely random because I don't think I've seen either of these. Actually, I maybe saw Unscarred Reaver, but I don't think I've seen Cythria at all in this encounter before. Yeah, let's go here. Oh, your Neela is 0 cost. Janna is another one that you can do a ton of draw with. So that's another way you can try to do it fairly easily. Let's get rid of the Priestess and the White Flame. We can get rid of one of the copies of Aurelion Soul. I would not say Aurelion Soul is stronger than anything else. Pretty sure my Viega would put Aurelion Soul in the dirt. We can... Yeah, we'll lay this.
Passion, not anger.
Oh, but it's the Nightfall, but still we need to get this off so we can play our Diana.
My journey continues.
Alright, so Diana's gonna die.
Chosen of
Find your
open our
path
hearts
in
to
the
her
dark
gentle light.
and follow no false light.
Asol's the strongest 4-star. Yeah, I would give you that. Asol's the strongest 4-star.
I'll write my own story.
chosen of the moon.
We open our hearts to her gentle light.
Let's see. Draw 2 different dragons or grant dragons everywhere. The dragons we draw, I mean, we do have dragons in our deck. Sure.
Hearts unshackled.
But yeah, we are. That did not go over too well for us that round. Alright, so stun 2 enemies doesn't seem terrible. We could also get our mountain goat. Yeah, I think let's drop this here.
A real battle.
Alright, so we'll be able to drop our Aurelion Soul next turn. We'll try to see if we can get some... We'll try to heal up a little bit here. Alright, obliterate an ally to create a corrupted form with its stats. That doesn't sound very nice. Yeah, we can discard this. Varus would cost nothing. Get some more stuns going. Sure, we can go here.
My constellation, reporting for duty.
Bloodshed is the only way, isn't it?
Alright, so we could attack, or we could wait for our Aurelion Soul. Sure, let's play this for free to get our Aurelion Soul to be a bit cheaper. Alright, let's stun both of these.
Ooh, that's new.
Alright, that's pretty good. We don't actually want to necessarily end, because we're going to drop our Aurelion Soul.
Down.
And we're hoping Aurelion Soul can maybe give us a free card to heal our Nexus. Alright, fill your hand with random fleeting celestial cards. That'll have the best chance of giving us any form of sustain.
Wonder at my creations.
Sealed in Steel is 2 created card uses. Yes. It did give us that double cost reduction.
You dare try
I think for Nightmares, only mini bosses are fixed, like Ornn for this one. Yeah, I agree.
Yes.
Oof. Alright, let's drop this here, just trying to get it out of our hand.
Anyone for some stardust?
We're just getting too many cards. We're not getting that many random Celestials. That's why I normally don't play this one, because it's hard to actually... sad. Yeah, the only thing we have is this here for a bit of a heal. Sure, let's go for another Living Legends. We're trying to find the lifesteal unit. Yeah, we could try to play a couple of these, but they would just generate more cards for us. Oh well. Let's... Goodness.
Face your feelings.
GG, but we took a lot of damage. Is it possible to get the Spectral Scissors Epic Relic from Golden Reliquaries? Yes. I believe you can get that just from Golden Reliquaries. You can buy it in the 1 Viego bundle, but it's not required. Draw 1, activate an ally's Nightfall effect. I think the second one will count as a created card. I think. Either way, it's going to be better than the other two. One more fight, you can full heal. Yeah. When I'm summoned, draw a spell. Still want to get more copies of Aurelion Soul. We just had really bad luck in that last fight with Diana immediately dying twice in a row. That's going to be a bit of the issue with a lot of these weekly encounters is since all of the fights are random, there's going to be times where one run is going to be way more difficult than a different run. And that's just going to be the way it is. Alright, so we can drop our Diana.
Dusk approach. The moon is our queen. The night, her kingdom.
The only thing that's guaranteed, I mean, it's going to be Ornn and Viego, like the mini boss and the last boss. Alright, so we just want to play created cards to get our Aurelion Soul as cheap as possible.
What tidings from the sky?
Alright, so we'll be able to drop our Aurelion Soul next turn.
Face your heretic.
Best run while you can.
Alright, there we go.
I am stronger than the darkness within me.
Alright, let's just drop this and try to end immediately. Yeah, that's fine.
Your stars are worthy attendants
Forger of stars.
These pop caps are the worst. Sure. Well, this has, well, some sustain, but we won't even be able to play it because we don't have any mana.
Pure starfire.
Alright, so they're pretty much out of mana. Let's just attack and end. GG.
The words of the heretic rang true.
Guiding Touch will be nice. Like Star Shaping, it has a good heal on it, but it's just so expensive that we're normally not going to be able to play it. Darius isn't bad, but yeah, Guiding Touch, being able to get a little bit of a heal, draw. It's not a lot, but I like it. Fey Guide. Could give our units elusive, but let's go to the shop, see if we can get something good. I mean, Karma is interesting, doubling all of our spells. And then leveled Ezreal is also insane. Yeah, Preservarium is also bad for Puff Caps. I mean, Ezreal Karma is such a crazy combination. She makes created cards. Yeah, let's... Hush is also good, but I think let's get 2 of her, and I think 2 Ezreals. Little bit of sustain, silencing enemy unit could be very good. Yeah, we will actually grab a couple of these. Alright, we'll get a bit of a heal. And Orin.
Building a deck, are we? Excellent. I brought nails.
Alright, let's get rid of this. And these aren't giving us created cards, but they are very good. I think we'll get rid of Hush for now. We wouldn't mind drawing this later, but in our opening hand, we want more created card things if we can. Or more champions.
Hold it steady for me, like that.
Hero's Horn here, that's going to be nice. The good thing is you do always start with the attack token, so at least you have that going for you. Yeah, I'd rather go for the Charger because this is going to get our extra stats. We'll play this first because that will make our Diana free.
Fighting food and cooking evil. Done. Switch them.
Let's see what champion we get here. Okay, Aurelion Soul, nice.
Ill met by the moon is our queen, the night her kingdom.
Well, that's a little sad. Alright, let's go ahead. Buff this up again. Okay, epic item. Nice. What are we gonna get?
Rain and lightning.
Okay, he's gonna be pretty useless. Yeah, I think we don't really want to mess with that. Let's go ahead and go here, do a good amount of damage. We can drop Aurelion Soul next round and probably end the game.
Stories untold.
Do you notice how they removed stamina as a power and finally converted it to regen? No, I didn't notice. Is this gonna have him striking one of our units? Oh, what a surprise. Yeah, that's fine. Pantheon, Living Legends, our hand's a little full, obliterate 2 enemy units. Yeah, we can just drop Pantheon, that'll be fine.
I'm the forger of stars. This is your comeuppance, Targon!
No dessert, no.
I will tell you of Orn.
Alright, we'll drop this here. Yeah, the draw is actually like a little annoying. So we could use a Shadow Shift and then drop another one, but let's go ahead and try to get a attack off. I don't really want to just get blocked, although I suppose it won't matter now. So we can attack like this, use this here, swap them, and that'll be game. GG. Outplayed.
Victory today, freedom tomorrow.
Imagine they replaced Viego with Teemo in the 6.5 star Nightmare. Yeah, Teemo would be pretty bad with this power. Deathless, Power Riff. I mean, we don't really want to be incentivized for drawing, but it would give us more cost reduction. I mean, I still want to get more Aurelion Souls, even though the others are good. He gives us the rally and everything. Yeah, I think let's just go here, try to get him on the board a little bit faster. Because if we can get a turn 1 Aurelion Soul, that means we can probably get a turn 1 win. Crush helping us end games a little bit faster. I think let's... Well, cutting a card could be nice. Like, we're never going to play this. So, sure, let's go cut a card. So, Crimson Aristocrat. Hi, has anybody tried to level up build on Jayce? His Epic Relic, Stun, and Rally on level up? Not yet, but I was about to try Jayce, Chemtech, and Crown Guard for the Rally. So similar, but not quite the same. Yeah, Jayce with Rally effects is... Or not Rally, but level up effects is quite good. So going full on for it would potentially be fine. Oh boy, an extra draw 1. Fantastic. At least we don't have too many puff caps in here yet. Sure, let's drop Diana before they play something even worse.
Find your path in the dark and follow no false light.
I'll try anyone once.
Lifesteal, nice. We wouldn't be able to play this immediately because we could play it once we get Aurelion Soul on the board. But could we get him on the board this round already? We're already doing pretty well as far as health. It's not like we need the massive upgrade. We'll play it safe. But going for the other one would have been pretty good. We do have a lot of ways to do cheap invokes though, so we could be fine. Let's drop this, get rid of Star Shaping, give us a cheap spell. One cost Caitlyn. I think I'd rather go here.
And here's where I'd paint my constellation.
Let's drop this for Aurelion Soul.
Sun and moon back to back.
Perfect. Let's drop our Ezreal.
Time for a true Check me out.
Alright, we can then drop this here. We are going to draw more, but since we can get our lifesteal, it should be fine.
Sun this, moon that. Adults are boring, but they're pretty to paint.
Alright, so
I will be heard.
we don't actually want to end right here.
Your heretic.
I don't miss.
Because we're going to drop our Aurelion Soul. But yeah, we won't have enough damage, which is good. Because yeah, we don't want to be ending. We just want to get through our first attack token.
That's gotta hurt.
Alright, so here we can drop our Asol. Clear their board, rally. Drop our lifesteal unit.
The constellations bow to me.
Without Asol or any 6-star champs, weekly nightmares is impossible. I don't think that's the case, but we'll test that out.
You dare try to tame me?
Like, that's pretty much what we're doing most of today, is testing out the weeklies.
The light of my star warms the heavens.
All right,
Finally, someone cool.
GG, able to end with full health on our first turn. Neela or Janna for the 6.5 star weekly. Yeah, that's... Especially Janna, that is a really good call. I didn't have Janna down. I did have Nami, because I think Nami is another one that could end pretty fast. Although, the thing with Janna... Yeah, you have so much draw for the puff caps are going to mess you up. But if you can end turn 1... There's not that many puff caps in your deck, so even though Janna might actually seem like a bad choice, Janna actually could be decent. Neela, though, I don't suggest that's going to be good. But yeah, Nami will be good. You have so much pressure, you have so much healing that you'll be fine. Another heal. This is for an ally, not your nexus. Stabilize, sure. We don't have money for the other shop. Let's go ahead and go here. Janna shuffles the damage spell. Maybe could work. Yes. Janna's, it's really going to be interesting. If you can end fast enough, you'll be fine. But if the game goes on too long, then she's going to be terrible. So it's going to be a breaking point where Janna's goes from terrible to good. But yeah, that'll be a little bit tough. All right, drawing. Okay, this, I mean, at least it'll be giving us a lot of cost reduction. All right, our Aurelion Soul is already free. Cool. Let's drop our Karma.
Where there is life, there is hope. The answer lies within.
Morgana, yes, could be good. We're trying to think of champions, though, that don't have their constellations at all. Because that's the thing, is it's all the people without constellations that are saying it's impossible. And I think you just have to go for, like, the best possible, like, 3-star champions, and then you're fine. So we could overdraw like crazy right now because of Karma. But
We must make our own attack. I will be
I think let's just attack here, drop Aurelion Soul, attack again, and end the game. Kale's fun. Sure, let's go here. The other one's probably more damage, but Yi for sure, since he draws so much. With Yi though, you're shuffling cards constantly into your deck, so you're making new cards in there before you're playing, like while you're playing them. So while you're drawing, you're also drawing the same card over and over. So I think it's not terrible. And yeah, like, for your early game, as the game goes on longer, you get more and more puff caps in your deck. So if you're drawing a lot of cards, but it's just the first round or two and then you end the game, then it's not going to be as bad. Sure, we can go here. Don't really want any of these. Sure. Alright, we have full health. let's cut a card. We pretty much never play this one. And Viego.
No power in this world can stop me.
Yeah, Diana and Elise are both ones that I'm thinking have good potential here. Diana, Elise, LeBlanc. We'll play this for free. We won't get its Nightfall effect off, but it's just a free card.
Find your own light in the darkness.
We can then drop our Entrancing Lure to get cost reduction. And then Diana to kind of wipe out their board.
Chosen, find your
open our
path
hearts
in
to
the
her
dark
gentle light.
and follow no false light.
Sure, I guess we'll drop our
Where
Karma.
there is life, there is hope. My spirit is an unquenchable fire.
Change is coming. I will be heard.
Alright, so good amount of damage, and then we'll just try to play our Aurelion Soul next round. Yeah, Karma's going to keep making created cards for us, which will be fantastic. Okay. Oh, is that it? That's not that fun. Alright, fantastic. Drop our Aurelion Soul, get our rally, and try to end the game.
Your favorite star. The constellation bow to me. You dare try to take me?
Yeah, we'll drop this just as a bit of a safety net. And GG. So yeah, Aurelion Soul definitely strong enough to be able to clear even the hardest weeklies at the moment. But we'll go and try with just a 6-star champion.
Words of the heretic rang true.
Can't wait for Target Ezreal to be a boss. 6.5. Yeah, that'll be rough. Alright, Aurelion Soul, yep, works pretty well. Let's go and test some other 3-star champions. So there's some like Nami that I already am pretty sure they'd be decent. I kind of want to try Janna because I know she's all about draw, and so that alone could just flat out kill you. That is definitely possible. But you can often be super aggressive at endgames very quickly. So I'm wondering if you go with like a super aggressive build, can you overcome the fact that your draw is hurting you from the puff caps and just end fast enough, or they just have too big of stats and you can't do enough? LeBlanc is another one that, yeah, I think will be very good here. Janna, the reason I'm testing her is I kind of have a little bit more of a question mark. She's similar to Nami in the fact that you can end games incredibly quickly, so she's very, very good. I think Janna would actually be a good option for the 5.5 because you can be very fast. You can help deal with the fact that they're getting the extra mana flow. You can end very quickly. But here you're getting countered slightly by the draw. So I think Janna would actually be good for the 5.5, but let's test her quickly in the 6.5. All right, so yeah, this could be a disaster immediately, or it could be pretty good. Game start, draw 2, Titanic Wake. Most of the units we're summoning aren't going to hit this threshold immediately. Honestly, the Frostbite could be good, but we're going to try to just be as aggressive early as we can. Let's see how this goes. We'll get rid of most of these. At least we know we're going to draw our Janna because we don't have any champions yet. Also, with the Swain Relic, yeah, you're getting a bit of sustain to help with the extra damage we're taking. All right, let's updraft 2 of these.
Fill your lungs and cry, Janna. The zephyr heralds the squall. A gentle breeze to ease your breath. Of course I'm ready.
All right, so we can drop this here, try to buff up our Janna a little bit. So we still... Yeah, double attack. Well, yep, should have hit this one. All right, so we'll have to pass for now.
Storm unrelenting.
Yeah, with Janna, that's the thing. It's normally not your first turn. It's... Oh my word. Yeah, Janna, you draw too many cards too quickly. So we have 8 puff caps for, or 20 puff caps for 8 cards. So yeah, Janna for this one is not going to be good. I think she's going to be good for the 5.5 though.
I brought my books. Hope that's all right.
All right, we need to play some of these Howling Gales. So it's not cost reduced, but we have to shuffle more cards back in our deck. All right, let's
Need clearance, pal.
drop these 2 here.
Let's go, people.
Just keeping the peace.
Yeah, we actually are overdrawing like crazy for it, and then we have so many puff caps. Oh man.
The zephyr heralds the squall.
Yeah, I don't really want to deal with this. We could potentially go through it, but I don't want to actually just waste my time. I'm trying to test things as fast as we can. So yeah, for this one with the puff caps, I think it is bad, but let's hop over to the 5.5 one, and it potentially would be good here. So also the thing with Janna, she is very good, but against like the deadly power, their units being bigger is very bad. Oh, this is actually one of the worst. Shadow Assassin, I really think it's terrible, especially in the 6.5. Might not be as bad here. Raiding Party is decent. New Student is okay, but let's try to get something a little bit better. Created Allies. We have some, not a lot. Yeah, we'll just grab Treacherous Terrain. All right, Shadow Assassin. You can play a lot of cards, but if the cards you're playing just aren't big enough and the enemy is just has bigger stats than you, there's not really too much you can do. Let's actually throw 2 Howling Gales into our deck. That way, they're hopefully going to be the card that we get the upgrades for. That would be nice. All right, so we can drop our Janna. Yeah, we can get... Sure. Both of these.
You called and I answered. Storm unrelenting.
They picked the wrong row.
Sure. All right, so this is perfect. Able to get some more cards going.
Witness perfection, meatbags.
All right, so we can drop this here.
How did that move go?
Yeah, I think Shadow Assassin is one of the worst ones to get. Like, not only is it a bunch of elusives, they have a lot of stats, and the fact that they can just pull their units out with their returns super quickly is not great.
I won't stand by.
All right, so we'll play this to kill one of them. And then we plan on using our Howling Gale to kill another.
My vortex shall consume you.
They cannot hide.
Yeah, that figures. All right, drop this here. Yeah, especially since it's the first combat and we run out of cards fairly quickly, we want to be playing those as much as we can.
Citizen.
Shuffling more into our deck. We could stack them on the stack, yes. But it didn't have enough damage to kill the card we wanted. Also, the card we wanted to kill, like, and the card we ended up killing was their elusive, which wasn't on the board yet. But yes, I am fully aware that you can stack them together. Use a gotcha, use an ignition. This increases both their damage. But it's not actually going to kill anything. Oh, those elusives are annoying. Let's actually try to go for extra draw here and see what we'd be able to get.
Cast aside fear. I am with you. The Zephyr heralds the squall.
Comes the jungle. Thank you for the subscribe. I appreciate it. Thank you for the 10 gifted subs. That is very generous. Thank you. The support is greatly appreciated. That is pretty massive. Let's drop this just to get our Janna leveled.
The time for calm has passed.
Congrats everyone that got lucky and got a gifted sub. Helped me a lot against Lysandra. Glad I was able to help you out. Thanks for the support.
I cast thee out.
All right, let's attack. Try to get as many kills as we can. Yeah, some of our units are gonna die.
A gentle breeze to ease your burden.
I'm hoping that I can also be making some of the guides for these weeklies that'll help people as well.
Let this draft
But it'll be a little
guide
bit
your
tougher
hand.
since they'll be inconsistent. Like the weeklies are inconsistent. Let's drop this here and I think kill them. We'll try to drop our Cloud Winder, but we might need to use a gotcha. Yep. All right, let's kill that one. Don't really want this unit to die.
They are safe within my storm. A gentle breeze to ease your burdens. Together we shall watch over those who need us.
I don't know if we're going to go through the entire adventure with Janna, but I want to be able to get through a good amount just to make sure. Okay, she's doing fine. She's able to clear this all right. Because as long as you're not getting stomped out in the first couple adventures, then you're pretty fine. Big issue here, though, is that we have elusive, but they're able to just continually... Like, they have elusives as well that can block us. But let's try to kill their elusive so our Janna can maybe try to end. So we're just gonna keep trying to kill all their elusives. Drop this to buff up our Janna.
You'll soon understand my methods.
The good thing is, because of these Howling Gales, we actually can not run out of cards, so that is very good. Alright, we'll try to attack here since we don't see any elusives that they have. They might be able to summon one, but we can potentially end right here.
This isn't part of training.
Please don't pull out an elusive. Of course. Sad. Sad.
Kneel, students, rise, warriors.
Alright, let's actually kill this unit. I do not want them to be able to challenge and kill our Janna.
Punish the wicked.
The inconsistency is only with the 6.5 because I died 2 times in the 4.5 and everything was the same. I thought people said that it changed for all of them.
A gentle breeze to ease your burdens.
Take a stance and hold it. Let's get to work.
Thank you, Lunatic LOR, for the follow. I appreciate it.
Lift us up upon your mighty wings, old friend.
Yeah, this is probably going to kill our Janna, so that's going to be sad.
We'll keep you safe.
Oh, interesting. You're going for the double attack. Thank you, I guess. They have 8 cards left, so we could just kind of have them get milled to death.
Let this draft guide your hand.
It's just all Howling Gales. So we don't have enough damage to get through at the moment because they can block all of these. So let's, I guess, just try to play some of these Howling Gales.
I rally the mighty wind.
If we can just get rid of their blockers, that'll be great.
No greater gift than knowledge. A final lesson.
Stop playing cards. Alright, so still not great for us. We're getting more damage down. But yeah, especially with all the poros they have from their little buddies, it's hard to actually get through and do damage to them. This is why I think a build like LeBlanc with double Stalker's Blade will be so nice.
They'll never see me coming.
Alright, so we can't kill that immediately.
My tempest shall punish the wicked.
Alright, now we can. Fantastic.
A gentle breeze to ease your burdens.
All right, so we see the 2 cards they have in their hand. Well, they just got another one, but we'll try to attack. We just need someone to hit. Okay, GG. The 4.5 was hard, I think, because the enemy can begin with the attack token. Can they? The 5.5 and 6.5, it's always you. Go hard is nice. Drain is great. Yeah, I like that. That's decent. All right, let's see. Fangs, sustain. Also withdraw, that's cost reduction. That's really nice. More draw here. I think this will be good. Like, Aurelion Soul's a lot, but the Fangs alone will be kind of the best. So yeah, we can grab that. Random card in the player's hand costs 2 more this round. I want to get more copies of Janna, but that Kelp Maiden sounds awful. I hate the Kelp Maidens. So yeah, let's try to go for the Scout. And again, we don't necessarily have to clear the entire thing. I at least just want to get through like 2 to 3 adventures to make sure, okay, Janna can, because normally if you can clear like a good amount, then you just have to be lucky enough to clear the whole thing. Especially if they kind of rotate every time, then it really is just a large amount of luck. Yeah, let's actually give it to the Howling Gale. When we can get this as the card she draws, it is very good. From the Fountain Fortune. All right, let's drop this and shuffle these 2 in. We're leaving the Sump Dredger here because we were hoping that the card we would get would be our other one. It was not. All right. And we can't actually attack because they have units that are big enough to kill us. Great. Yeah, we have scaling, so we can eventually deal with their stats. But that was just one issue with the last encounter. They scaled up so fast that there wasn't really anything we could do. All right, I think let's drop this here and kill that, and probably end up using our Eye of the Storm. Let's actually buff this one up so it has a higher attack. That way Janna will be the weaker one. So when we play a cost reduced card, our buff stats will hit Janna and not this card. That's what we're trying to do. Or, well, it's just going to increase the other one. This can still take the block, though, so not terrible. And sure, let's just drop this here. You can always lose to the mid-boss. Yeah, that is definitely true. I do think, though, that these nightmares are going to be a lot more of kind of randomness, where just trying the exact same build, the exact same champion over and over again. Like I did that yesterday with Pike, where it took me like 2 to 3 attempts, and even though Pike was kind of a terrible choice for it, it still kind of worked out. We're going to do something that might backfire and not work, but it could be actually pretty good. So we're going to do a scout attack here. We're then going to heal them for 5. They are the weakest card right now, so they will also get an extra 1/1, and then potentially with whatever we draw, maybe we can buff it up in order to survive. Could maybe surprise them. Although the odds of us drawing something we can play at fast or burst speed isn't necessarily the best.
Storm unrelenting.
Yeah, this is just going to buff itself up.
Come on, people. Let's make tomorrow today.
So yeah, the scout attack, we're not really able to use it too much, which is disappointing a little bit.
Gear up.
All right, we'll attack with this one. The bad thing is they're getting a little bit of scaling, but at least it's just their strongest foe, not necessarily their whole board.
The Zephyr heralds the squall.
Yeah, you have limited time if you want to make a video guide, so every minute counts. Yeah.
Not on my work site, bub.
Inferior design.
All right,
Seems to be the
so
problem.
able to
My
kill
Tempest shields us.
a good amount of their board, so that's pretty good.
Keep it up.
All right, we can drop this here.
Board upon
And the good thing is
game.
they don't have any elusives,
Let this draft guide your
at least at the moment. So our Janna could be pretty good for that.
See what others cannot.
Also, we could just drop Cosmic Inspiration right here. I think that would be pretty solid.
System upgrade.
All right, deal 5 to all enemies and the enemy nexus. That's pretty nice. What card do we want to discard? Let's actually get rid of the ignition. All right, let's go ahead. Drop this. We're potentially going to use a Shimmering Mirage on our Janna. So we can have 2 copies of her and try to really hit the enemy nexus for a ton of damage.
A gentle breeze to ease your burden.
All right, let's play these Go Hards for free. Sure. All right, let's drop this here.
Let this draft guide your hand. Blown away.
And yeah, we'll just leave these as blockers, but with our Nexus damage, like with our Divine Whirlwind, we'll potentially just be able to end that in our ignitions, although our board's a little full right now.
My vortex shall consume you.
All right, so we literally need 1 damage. All right, we'll just attack with our Janna or play our ignition. Okay, GG.
A gentle breeze to ease your burden.
Hey Toast, how's it going? Pretty well. Just trying to
Sails onward.
find some decent builds for the different weeklies. All right, so I think I'm fine. I think Janna, I think she can be good enough to work in the weeklies, at least in this weekly. I think in the other one she is still too slow, and with the puff caps and the enemy scaling, you just can't overcome this one yet. But I think for the 5.5, this is a build. We're just trying to find builds for early champions that can do okay. Yeah, like I have full confidence in Nami, and then also the same with like LeBlanc. So I'm trying to test some of the ones that are more like on the border. Let's try this Diana build. So Echoing Spirit to get a whole bunch more copies of her in her deck and also reduce them down. Chosen by the Stars, give her a whole bunch of scaling, and then Lost Chapter so we can try to play a bunch of these immediately. This is just supposed to scale her up incredibly quickly. She's going to have double attack from her Constellation. And so she can just do, yeah, tons of damage. Let's try to go for Diana. Diana is going to be doing draw, but shuffling at the same time. Isn't this changed to lurk a buff? I mean, yeah, it depends on how you're viewing it. If you're talking about just Pike in general, his current 3-star, his lurk is less consistent, but you're able to get way more scaling with your lurk. But then, yeah, as you invest more into Pike, he just gets better and better. All right, so let's try Diana here. See if she's actually able to clear some of these okay, or if it's just still not enough damage. Officer backup, Dragon's Rage, Arm to the Teeth. None of these are too great for us. Game start, summon a 2-cost unit from your deck. This could summon our Diana, which would be bad because then we wouldn't trigger our play effects. Quick draw could be good. That could have us get a slight infinite sort of combo. So sure. All right, Jagged Butcher. They put Spell Lurk in his 6-star, yes, but already with Pike, he never had that effect to begin with. Like, it's not like they took that out of his old form and then hid it behind the 6-star. Like, even with the 6-star Pike, you still don't want to get spells. You still want to avoid spells as much as possible. So it's not, I don't think it's really that big of a deal. All right, so we have to drop the Heavens Align to get our... we should have grabbed another Diana. I'm somewhat scattered in my thinking at the moment.
Didn't know the opposite sex with you.
Don't know much, do ya?
Our light grows brighter.
Yeah, if we drew our Diana, it could be
Night flowers upon my
better.
Rome is our queen. The
Another
night,
one.
Her kingdom.
That's the whole point of the constellations. I mean, yeah, and they did fix it. They put it in the 6-star.
Unseen, unheard, the new moon conceals you from our foes.
All right, let's
I will be heard.
let's go like this. Pretty good damage for round 1.
What's that you got there?
So we'll have to wait one more round till we can attack again. All right, another copy of Diana. We'll probably save this for our attack turn.
Suppose you want in on this.
Suppose I can leave you here.
All right, let's drop this. Go for the Priestess, because invokes are pretty good. Another elusive. We're not really going to be able to play most of these, or any of them really.
Dusk soon. As the moon rises, quiet reflection begins.
All right, I think we'll pass here, and then we'll use a lot of these just as
You cannot hold us down.
blockers. We could use this round. I think we want to save it for next round, though.
Shining softly.
What's the legendary power for this? For the 6-star, it's the round start 15 puff caps and the Wanderer's Benediction. Yeah, this is the 6.5. We're trying to find decent builds for 3-star champions that can actually compete in the 6.5-star. Yeah, elusive is decent, but let's actually play this first to trigger our Nightfall.
I alone stand against the abyss.
So the one problem is we have a lot of puff caps in our deck. So the extra draw is a little rough.
Guide me.
But we already have enough damage. So we can attack like this. We can push more damage if we need to, but we don't need really to do this for the extra draw. So let's just attack and try to end. And yeah, this was pretty good. I didn't even know they existed. That's crazy. You didn't... What, the nightmares? How'd you not know that that's like one of the major things for the patch? The legendary powers? Oh, I think someone posted them all on Reddit, I think. So yeah, if you missed them, I think that someone compiled a list of like all of them. So yeah, definitely check that out. Let's go here. Probably not going to play like any of those. I didn't see them when I was doing the patch breakdown. That's kind of surprising. I mean, they didn't list them all in the patch notes, so yeah, that was gone. Someone like data mined them though, so there's a whole list of them. Let's go for Lucian. Lucian is very good, very cheap. More champions. You really, for this build, you really want more of your champion, but Shadow Assassin, this kind of sucks because Shadow Assassin is like probably the most difficult challenge in this entire run, other than maybe the mini bosses, but it's potentially even harder than Ornn. The Shadow Assassin really sucks. But let's see if this build can do it. If we can beat this encounter, then I think this build is totally fine. Runeterra AR didn't have those specific 2 powers. Okay. That makes more sense why you missed it then. The good thing with this build, though, is we get the attack token immediately. Like, you always get the attack token, and that's just really good for this build. All right, we'll drop this because we want to be able to
You'll soon understand my methods.
play our Lucian to have him get the double attack.
Find your own light within the darkness.
Yours is the light I cherish.
Pretty bad luck, though, that we haven't gotten any more of our Diana. Kind of the point of this is to get a lot of Diana in your opening hand so you can play her champion spell multiple times. So that is definitely unfortunate and kind of bad luck there.
Strike hard, strike true.
Yeah, so he has double attack, but they already have units that are too strong for us to actually be able to kill. He would give us a rally, though. I think we probably want to save the rally for another turn. So yeah, we'll get rid of their Shadow Assassin, try to survive next turn, and then see what we can do. We might need to attack after we block with Lucian. He's probably going to do this more safely due to his spell generation, more champions, and drawing them. Yes. I would agree with that. We'll drop this first. Drop this for the draw, because we actually need to draw more of Diana. Okay, that's good.
Ready for the fight.
All right, this actually isn't terrible. We will drop this here.
They tried to blind me with resplendence, but they
I still don't have Diana that unlocked. Is she that good? She used to be the best champion in the game. She's not quite at that point anymore, especially because she doesn't have a constellation. But yes, she is that good. All right, so we're able to block this guy right here. We're going to get a rally. We can then attack and potentially end.
Sentinels of light don't fear the dark.
No more lies. I will be heard.
One away from ending. All right, the thing is, we're about to get our attack token back, so we'll be able to attack and then end the game. So yeah, this is like one of the most difficult challenges this run can have, and we have pretty convincingly, unless there's a giant unit screwing us over. Okay, good. All right, yeah, this is good. What relics are you running? So we're using Echoing Spirit to get a bunch more copies of Diana, reduce down our champion spell. We're using Chosen by the Stars to further help our Diana scale, as well as give her that, this is really good, as well as give her Overwhelm, because Overwhelm is really important with double attack. And then we're using Lost Chapter so that when we play her, she can immediately refill our mana, so we can try to do more damage, like up front. If you're not rushed for time, Lost Chapter, you could replace it with like Archangel's Staff or even Grand General's Counter Plan. But since this encounter you have to be so fast, that's why we're choosing that. Locket could be decent, but extra damage, we might actually go for that. Just because with double attack, extra damage is amplified even more. This helps us trigger our Chosen of the Stars faster. We already get double attack, so it's not actually that important, sadly. We could use some rerolls here to try to get better things, but yeah, I think we'll actually just grab the Coral Crush Gauntlets. All right, let's go for the Silent Shadow Seer. Again, let's get rid of most of these. This can be good for both predicting, trying to get the right cards, but also triggering our Nightfall. Oh, this is a very good opening hand. This is actually fantastic. Yeah, we'll play this one.
Death or the blade.
We can then drop our Diana.
Find your own light within the darkness.
Yours is a light I cherish.
And now we're just trying to buff her up to a massive amount so she can just end in a single turn.
Cloaked in silver light.
Let's actually play this so we can try to predict and make sure we get the right card. Radiant Strike, not exactly what we want, but good enough. We could have tried to skip the predict and see if it would give us what we wanted, but it's still a decent upgrade.
Find your path in the dark and follow no false light. No more lies.
All right, so very good opening hand. Didn't have quite enough damage. We were hoping to get a little bit more, but as you can see, part of the upgrades you get is the Hex Tech Fabricators that give you rare items. We got very unlucky here with getting these same rare items 4 times. So that luck shifts a little bit. You get some of the stat relics in there. You can do dramatically more damage because with double attack, any damage you get is essentially doubled. So yeah, the fact that we got Crystal Carrier 4 times, that definitely is unfortunate. That's why our damage is so low. Even with that though, we're doing almost half their health. I don't think Crystal Carriers stack though. Oh, maybe they do. Is that actually going to stay like that, or is that going to come back down?
The shadows take form.
Huh. Okay, so I didn't realize Crystal Carriers stacked like that. This is Nightfall Elusive, so we need to have Elusive in order to block that Shadow Seer.
Transient. Unseen, unheard, the new moon conceals you from our foes.
See the world through new eyes.
Daybreak, give me lifesteal this round. Okay, we're probably going to play him next round. When I'm summoned, create a Spring Gifts, fully heal an ally. This gives us a bit of sustain. Let's go for it.
Those we care for reflect our love.
So get rid of both of these. We'll use our Spring Gifts to trigger our Faded for the round. Alright, and we'll drop the Sun Forger to try to get some sustain next round.
Sun and steel.
Cloaked in silver light.
Night flowers upon my
So by playing more Nightfall cards,
new moon upon you.
we're able to further buff up her power, because every time you activate another Nightfall, when she levels up, she gets another 2 power, and that is very good for when you have double attack.
Daylight fades and dusk.
So that's why we're expanding our board a little bit more.
Quiet reflection begins.
All right, let's drag this one aside over here, and then she can grab that. Yeah, this is pretty great. All right, so I think Diana is definitely a success,
We speak, and they will
because we've been able to
hear
go
us.
through some of the toughest challenges for this encounter and still reliably win. It is obviously going to be still somewhat luck reliant on getting the right cards, but I mean, that's going to be everything, especially if you're playing a 3-star champion into something like this. A little bit of sustain, that's nice. Crescent Guardian, that's decent. What would we want to get rid of? So getting rid of this would have the most impact because we have so many of them, but this is also just such a good card. It's gonna have so many stats. I don't really want to get rid of it. I think let's get rid of the Priestess. That being said though, I think we will leave this run for now, because again, we don't have that much time before this switches out. We want to be testing out more champions and make sure stuff's working out all right. Let's quickly grab our LeBlanc. I think potentially going for a removal heavy build could be the play, but that being said, also just going for Guardian Orbs could also work out quite well. But let's grab this quickly and head in here. I know it's not quite as satisfying as going through and completing an entire adventure, but the adventure takes a while and we have a lot to test out. Hextech Observatory could be nice. Hallowed, also decent. Sure, this could help us speed up our game plan. So, I think it's like semi-random. I don't think it's completely random, because I'm pretty sure I've gotten back alley Barkeep multiple times in this location, and I've gotten the elusive person multiple times right here. So I think it has a couple different people it can cycle through. But I don't think it's completely random. Yeah, let's go test this out. What do you think about the weekly quests being on a different schedule than the weekly adventures? I think it is a bit annoying. Like, it'd be nice if that wasn't the case. Man, LeBlanc, when she gets her constellation, and you can play LeBlanc just round one, that's going to be pretty crazy. Let's just build out our board a little bit here.
Of course I'm ready.
And yeah, attacking is not really going to do anything. Our units are just going to immediately die. So we'll just pass for now. All right, let's drop this here. Oh, the reduced stats really messed us up there. That's not good. Alright, we'll drop this here. Still able to level up our LeBlanc. That's perfect.
The black rose blooms once more.
Alright, so we just really need to end this next round. But that is a lot of damage. Yeah, we don't want to do more draw, actually. Let's play this here because we can play it for free.
Seeing double.
Yeah, we won't really be able to end. Let's drop this here. And yeah, it's actually just... Oh man, we're having such bad luck with getting countered by the Barkeep's power.
Show them the might of Noxus.
Yeah, this isn't going to be
Smoke and mirrors.
great. And this LeBlanc potentially... Well, actually, no, she can't die because we have Death's Foil. So we are fine in that regard. Alright, so good damage. And we'll try to play this next round for some more damage. Oof. Oh, well, that's lovely. It has Overwhelm. I haven't seen them play that before, but that is bad. Yeah, drawing more cards is not going to feel great. So we're going to lose out on the Hextech Observatory, but we need to try to reduce that unit down a little bit. But he's still going to be able to get a strike off, and there's not too much we can do about it. Because he'll attack before we can play another one. Yep.
Timing is everything. For the Empire!
Yeah, that is not great.
Formation.
Seeing double.
Alright, so this is kind of the point of what you were wanting to happen with being able to just play this kind of back to back, because every time you play it, you do enough damage to trigger another one. If we didn't have that one unit, we probably would be fine. There's a decent chance we'd just die right here at the start because of Puff Caps. Alright, not quite, but we cannot. It's not gonna be. It's not gonna be enough. Oof, especially like that. GG.
They think they've won.
Potentially for this one, you might want to go for removal for the 5.5 because they have so many poros. So being able to just hit those targets and kill them. Here, their units are so big that it's so hard to kill them that just going for like an infinite combo with like your Guardian Orbs would potentially be better. Oh, we got super unlucky with stats, yeah. The Barkeep's power, like, hard countered us that last time. Let's actually save the Blade's Edge for LeBlanc so we can try to level her up. Let's just get some blockers on the board.
My first big mission.
Oof.
Places to go, people to be.
Backfired. I'm in a tin.
So she's not going to be able to survive either of these. So that's good.
I whisper truth into lies.
All right, so I think first let's use a Blade's Edge to refill our mana, because we want to be able to buff up our LeBlanc before the mirror image.
Stars in your eyes.
A perfect puppet. Be seen.
Okay, so that's nice. Drop it again. And we have another copy, and that's fine. When we attack, the ephemeral copy will kill him, and then they'll both be able to do a good amount of damage.
Younger than I thought. Oh.
Okay, so this is more of how it was supposed to play out. Now when they play something next round, we can just drop our mirror image again, try to be able to get a kill. Yeah, 21. We'll play this for a blocker first.
A foray into the field? How exciting!
So this gets refilled. We'll drop that here. Get our mana back.
Just as I hypothesized.
We could buff them up. I think we'd rather give that to our LeBlanc for the double strikes. And this will, yeah, hopefully do enough damage to be able to make another one of these. All right, perfect. This is more of what it was supposed to, how it was supposed to happen. Low rolled my golden reliquary and got Disciple of Shadows. That is a actually pretty good one. So that's, yeah, not bad at all.
The wiser.
That can be fun on a lot of the expensive champions, such as like Mordekaiser, Aurelion Soul, Elder Dragon, Volibear. Oof, 9. That is rough. I think let's play this.
There's no escape.
All right, they'll play something. Huh, deal 2 to everything. All right. Thought they'd play a unit, but okay. Hopefully they don't play that again. That would be a little bad. We're wanting them to play a unit so we could try to kill it. Deal 4 to anything? Even our Sharpened Resolve isn't gonna keep her alive. Well, that sucks. Hello?
In position. Everything's in place.
Yeah, we're just not ending fast enough. We're just not doing enough damage. We were potentially going to have it this time with having multiple LeBlancs, but... yeah, that's... not great.
Seeing double.
Really like to get rid of that if I could. Come on, Orcli. Oof. Gonna start on Mord because he's so slow. Yeah, it's really, really good on Mord. It's one of the best things you can get. Because if you kill any of your units, you just bring them back. So yeah, I think for this one, Double Strike is just... they have too many stats for you to actually be able to get through them. Yeah, we'll just die. It's fine. So this is why we are testing. Let's quickly swap to triple Guardian Orb and see how that plays out. Like, Guardian Orb is inherently very random, but I think it'll work out better than what just happened. Alright, so let's hop on here. Oh, wrong ones. I do think the Stalker's Blade will be good for this one up here, though. Alright, but yeah, Nightmare Portal. Afterlife Forbidden could be decent for our LeBlanc to summon another copy, but let's try to get something a little bit better. Oh my word. Can we get something other than common powers? I guess we didn't clear the last one, which is why that's happening. All right, we'll go for Enfeebling Strike. And Jagged Butcher, I've had this 2 to 3 times as the first one, so yeah, it's not completely random what you're getting. It's just not always the same. Chosen by the Stars is good for Diana, good for Master Yi, good for Tom Kench with the right build. It's, yeah, good for a decent amount of people. It kind of is build reliant though. Let's go for House Fighters just as blockers. With LeBlanc, actually, you normally want your attack turn to be your second turn, because that's when you can actually play your LeBlanc. So yeah, we're going to try to be much more defensive. We just need To wait. Actually, I think a better build other than triple Guardian Orb is double Guardian Orb plus Echoing Spirit, because you get more copies of your LeBlanc, meaning she's more likely to get the epic items.
The best lies are beautiful.
All right, did any of these? All right, this got elusive.
Useless pawn.
All right, some decent things, but nothing crazy yet. Yep, Vayne is also good for Vayne. That's, yeah, correct. All right, so we're gonna throw a Blade's Edge here to level up our LeBlanc.
I am everywhere. I am everyone.
You gotta leave the bay to see the ocean.
And now is when we're really gonna start summoning a bunch of LeBlancs.
A perfect puppet.
And hopefully stuff will get out of control. Been watching you for almost 3 hours and I still enjoy it. Glad to hear it. Okay, so this is free now. Perfect. This is double attack and capture and a mana refill. So yeah, let's drop this one here. Also get another capture here. Yeah, we can let our LeBlanc get a strike off. And almost ending the game. So close.
Behind ya.
Oh, but it didn't count the other LeBlanc. Okay, yeah, this is way better. And we just got our infinite rally. Okay, so... yeah, Guardian Orb for this adventure is the way to go.
It was inevitable.
With Chosen by the Stars, it's not normally a relic that you just throw on and it's good on its own. Normally for Chosen by the Stars, you have to do an entire build around it and then it works. So yeah, it's not just one that you'd use by itself, really. It's not like Stalker's Blade or Gatebreaker where kind of doesn't matter, you just throw it on, it gives you value. I don't really like any of these. Let's not actually put a landmark in our deck because we don't want to have this getting like home turf a bunch of times. I guess we'll go here. But yeah, we should have added Echoing Spirit. That would slightly, or actually potentially majorly improve this. We want to go for as many cheap units as possible. And yeah, we've had Shadow Assassin multiple times right here. So these aren't completely random. They're just not always the same. We really need the champion item chest. Shadow Assassin might stomp us out, but let's try it. Fade and Augment with Tumble, and then also Fade and Augment both get triggered by your equipment you generate as well. So yeah, it works pretty well for Vayne. I think let's drop our Thrashing Snapper and see if we can kill their Shadow Assassin. That would be pretty nice to get off the board right away.
They'll never see me coming. No one's the wiser.
Playing this just for a blocker. The biggest thing we have to worry about is their elusives just getting massive hits off of us. Would 4-star Morgana be good into Galliot Weekly? Yeah, should be. Alright, so we want to drop our LeBlanc, but we also don't want to get hit by that. So we're actually going to go for Arachnoid Sentry and stun it. Like, we can't have that hitting us for almost half of our health. All right, this is fine. Again, just trying to reduce down damage at this point.
Places to go, people to be.
Also, having Echoing Spirit further adds just more cards to our deck, which means the puff caps aren't as effective. But yeah, attacking here with Scout. Like, Scout's great, but at least we got an elusive.
Give me a sweet bun. Heightens the senses.
Yeah, they're just going to be able to kill us if we attack because their units are just too big. So yeah, I think we'll have to pass. If we had Challenger or something, that would be perfect.
Quietly.
Is this LeBlanc? I don't own the skin. Yes, it is LeBlanc. It's inconsistent with Scout. Sometimes they'll let it go through. Other times they won't. Normally, if you have a unit they can block and kill, they will block. Yes, sometimes Scout, it confuses the AI. Normally, if it's something like this where they can clearly kill it, they will. I mean, we'll try it here. Normally they do block Scout for stuff they can kill. Sometimes they don't. But yeah, normally they do, which is why something like this happens. So Scout's not really something you can consistently do. But this run was pretty much over, so wasn't that big of a deal. I know, and I mostly did it just to prove you wrong, just so that in the future you can know that it doesn't always work. But yeah, sometimes for Scout, you can do it and the enemy won't block at all. Normally, that's when your units are big enough, they don't want to block anyways. But yeah, it was pretty much over. I mean, even if we survive this round, the puff caps are going to kill us.
I've been waiting for this.
Gotcha in my sights.
But again, I think Shadow Assassin is one of the hardest in the entire thing you can go for, the entire adventure. We can try one more time. Don't need these. Would like to get our Challenger units. Yeah, the Shadow Assassin just seems to scale so well with these buffs. And also, it's so good with their power, round and recall the foe's weakest ally. So whatever the weakest unit is, gets recalled back to hand, so it can get buffed up by more chimes, and then it gets just, they can play it again with their retreat. And yeah, the fact they get essentially more units for free. Yeah, we'll drop this and try to get a kill.
One sprint for each crab I saw today.
Yeah, it's just so many units that they can play so fast. And also, with the return, it's just whatever units are getting these massive stats from the chimes, they're able to pull out. And also, they also buff up their own units, which doesn't help much either. Alright, no LeBlanc, so that is probably game.
in my sights.
Oh. All right, we'll see if we pull out LeBlanc. If not, then there's not really anything we can do. All right, we'll hop out. Never mess with Ionia. A lot of elusive and recalls. Yeah. If you are playing this adventure, that one is very rough. I do think LeBlanc can work there, especially if you switch this out and go for Echoing Spirit. That will give you way more LeBlancs in your deck. That means your LeBlanc is way more likely to get hit with the epic items and be a lot better. She'll just get potentially your infinite combos and whatnot. So I definitely think she can still do it, even though we were just having some bad luck there. We'll go and test out another champion, though. Let's grab our Master Yi. We're just trying to, like, blast through a lot of these... a lot of these builds to test them out. So yeah, we want to go for Echoing Spirit. It's like we could go for Chosen by the Stars. We also can go for Secret Technique. So we need Echoing Spirit to make sure we have enough copies of Master Yi, and then also that we're drawing them and they're costing less, so we can just play a ton of them in a single round. Now, Secret Technique is great because it doubles the stats you're getting from your spells. But we're not getting Overwhelm, and so we're often just going to get blocked out. So Chosen, it gives you your Augment, so it's still increasing every time you're playing a created card. Baited scaling you up. Yeah, Secret Technique is good. I just don't know if it's going to be better than Chosen. Like, you'll get more stats, but if you have a bunch of stats but you get blocked out every time, then it kind of doesn't matter. Yeah, we don't have the Overwhelm. Like, we can generate Elusive from our star powers, but we don't get that round 1. And we want to be doing damage round 1. So yeah, I think in this situation, we're going to try to go with this build instead. So let's try it here. All right, what can we get as far as a power? Evolution will be nice. That'll give us a lot of damage. Yep, Jagged Butcher, which we've seen multiple times here. Alright, that's fine. Full Master Yi. That is what we kind of want to see. So this is going to be very similar to the Diana build we tested out, but a bit more consistent because Master Yi is able to generate his own spell.
Don't know much, do you?
I heard the E was hands down Echoing Spirit, Chosen plus Secret, no Lost Chapter. The issue with that is you would not have any spell mana. So like if you have a bunch of your cards like you do here and you can still play some of them, then that's great. But it's nice being able to play some other cards as well, because while your Wuju style is free, your other ones aren't.
A quiet spirit. Wuju style.
So you end up being able to play way more cards.
Calm heart. A quiet spirit.
One issue, though, is we don't get double attack like we do with Diana.
A calm heart. A clear mind.
Also, see how we've drawn a lot of cards? And we're getting a couple puff caps, but it's not too bad as of yet.
A quiet spirit. A calm heart.
Oof.
Hope lives in the edge of my blade.
It seems until you beat the encounters, they don't change, or am I wrong? No, I think they just have, like, maybe 3 different battles that could be in the same area. And then whenever you're going into it, it just can roll one of those, like, 3. Have a good dinner, Jump.
The strength of the spirit yields a stronger blade.
Doran would be proud, Liu. Come now, is that all? Blade and body.
Maybe go for Echoing, Chosen, and Secret, and fishing for spells that cost 1 less. I mean, yeah, that would be nice if you're able to get that. I mean, it's just whenever you're doing a build, it's always kind of a balancing act of you normally can't get everything you want.
One cut of blade and body.
Yeah, here for Master Yi, we can almost win round 1.
Was worthy, but inferior.
And then, yeah, based on your build, you can potentially win round 1 or just in your second attack. So Master Yi is definitely going to be a pretty solid one. Recall an ally to create a fleeting return in hand. Hero's Horn is nice. I do like Lucian, and yeah, more champion draw is great. So yeah, Shadow Assassin once again is here. Same with Yeti Yearlings. And they always, yeah, have the champion item chest right behind it. It's so annoying because, like, for a lot of these builds, you need to get more copies of your champion. But you have to go through the toughest challenge to do it. Let's try to see how bad the Yeti Yearlings is. I'm kind of sick of the Shadow Assassin. I've done it too many times. Fishing, restarting 15 times, look for the perfect run. Pretty boring for a stream, not gonna lie. Yeah, I don't like doing that in general. So, that's not really what I want to do. And also, I don't want to recommend a build that is just like, oh yeah, do this and then just get lucky. I try to make my builds as consistent as possible, where luck is as small of a factor as possible. Granted, there's always going to be a factor of luck, but
What will you have?
trying to downplay that is always nice.
A calm heart. A clear mind.
But yeah, I would maybe try to also go for, try to replace the Lost Chapter with Secret Technique and see how it feels. Because, like, you kind of only need one of your champion spell, and then you can play a couple of it. But you do have an issue of your hand fills up so fast that since you don't have any mana to play any of these other spells, you end up being able to play less of your champion spell. So especially for like a turn 1 build where you're trying to just end as soon as possible, I still think Lost Chapter probably is going to edge it out. But if you're doing a run where you don't have to push as much damage as possible in your first turn, then yeah, it's not as big of an issue. Alright, I think I'll hold on to this champion spell for next round, because like we're not going to end this round anyways, but if we get rid of their massive unit
Each strike spells a new legacy.
and do a good amount of damage. Yeti Yearling is a nightmare. You guys like 32-32? I mean, we'll see. I haven't done this one for the encounter yet, although that's going to be, again, pretty random based on chimes on how big they are. We have a pretty big Master Yi, though. Yeah, I try to make my guides as detailed as I can. Yeah, having just another blocker is going to be pretty nice. Alright, that's fine. We need to play this just for making sure we keep up our flow.
Alpha strike.
Too damn soon.
Yeah, the guide for this, these adventures is definitely not going to be able to be as detailed, but it's also hard to do a super detailed guide on something that's on a timer that resets.
Voodoo style.
All right, so we're elusive, so they won't even be able to block us, which would be fantastic. How'd you get the Hero's Horn on Master Yi? That's just baseline in his kit. I think it's your upgrade for like level 15, I think. Yeah, it is kind of annoying how we are still getting hit with puff caps. All right, so enough damage. This should just be ending the game.
Blade and body.
Nice.
A true master is an eternal student.
So yeah, I think both Diana is a success. Both, or also Master Yi is a success. I think with either one of them, you can clear this adventure. Especially with when you're clearing with lower level people, it's 100% going to be some amount of getting lucky with getting the right powers. Like here, we got evolution, so that's giving us a good amount of extra damage. Still though, we're not ending round 1, and we have a lot more damage we could push in our second round, so it's actually probably not helping us end too much faster. I guess we can go for Cataclysm. I think we'll clear this one out and then probably go to another champion. Yeah, that's why Master Yi can be so strong. He has like a built-in almost infinite combo. As you play his champion spell and then you get his champion back, which converts back into the champion spell. So as long as you have the mana, you can just keep going. Do I really care about this? It's probably just going to immediately die, so no. They only last 2 more days, so I don't think it really matter. I mean, I'm going to try to get a guide out, even if it's something simple.
That fatal day is never far from my
This weekend, so people can at least see it before they reset, so they can try to at least get in there and get them done, because I know if I wait, people are going to be upset that if it comes out before the first reset, because people are going to want to get in there and get it right away. Granted, most people are going to be trying already before the guide, but for any of those that are struggling, it will hopefully help them. All right, so we get through over half of their health bar. Again, just don't have enough damage to do all of it at once. So we'll have to just wait for
A quiet spirit.
wait for our next round. But doing over half their health will be good.
Each strike spells a new legacy.
A clear mind, a calm heart. I heard there's new legendary power on the weekly nightmare. It's the Nexus can't drop health till turn 3. Gonna be stressful. It can't drop below 1 health till turn 5, sorry. So you can still be doing a bunch of damage to them, and so you just have to, as soon as turn 5 rolls around, then kill them. But I don't think they can't take any damage. Yeah, some of those are going to be very crazy. Like there's one that every time you play a spell, every time you play a card, all copies of it everywhere are increased. So that would like completely shut down Master Yi. Like he's just not going to work because you're just playing the same spell over and over again. So that's going to be one thing that is interesting. Every week, it's going to be different champions that are good for it.
Blade and body.
All right, we need to try to buff him up a little bit. All right, that's fine. One of these powers will be recycled in the next batch of monthlies, like tier 60 to 70. We'll see. I kind of doubt it, but maybe.
Don't ask where it's from. Ask how much.
I mean, that's the thing with these. They're gonna incentivize different ways to play. Right now with these modifiers, you have to try to be as early as possible. You have to just push as much damage as you can because they just keep scaling and you just keep taking Nexus damage. So you don't really have a choice. But yeah, there's going to be other ones that you just can't use champions like Master Yi because the cost increase is going to be too terrible for you.
Our opponent was worthy, but inferior.
So that's the thing. It probably won't be like one comprehensive guide for like these weeklies because they're different every time. So like the information I'm telling you one week is going to be useless the next week, but it's still going to be like, oh, here are some tips for this set of weeklies. But yeah, Master Yi is fine. The power that increases created cards by 3 has me stressed. I mean, just there's plenty of champions that don't use created cards, so you should be fine. Just don't play those champions. Yeah, it won't be great for Asol, definitely. All right, I think. What are some other champions I should test? So right now I'm thinking Nami is going to be a top contender, and especially like 3-star champions, I should specify. Because I know like using your constellations, yeah, your constellations will be great. Nidalee, yeah, that's another one. So I think Nami will have enough sustain and early aggression that she'll be fine. Nidalee is another one that is normally pretty broken. So she should be able to... She has potential. They might just have too big of units, and so you can't do anything. But yeah, Nidalee is another one. We already did Asol. We already did Diana. What happened to their mindset that each champ can clear all content? For Neela sounds terrible. I don't know why you'd want to do Neela for this one. They haven't had that mindset for a while. With a lot of the new content they've put out, they've specifically said, we know you're not going to be able to clear this with all champions, and that's not the point, because if you make content that's clearable with all champions, then it's going to be incredibly easy. Like, making content that Nasus can clear means that all the good champions are going to be able to blast through it. So they haven't had that mindset for a while. I don't even know I don't know if Riot has ever had that mindset. I know back when there was just like Aurelion Soul, it was like, okay, you can clear this with all 3-star champions, and then technically you can still do that with Leandra, but it's going to be a lot more difficult. But I don't know if Riot has ever said, oh yeah, we intend for you to be able to clear all content with all champions. Recently, they've come out and explicitly said the opposite. Yeah, I don't get using Neela. I feel like you're trolling. Like with Neela, you have a ton of draw, which is just going to shut you down so hard. And I don't think Neela is fast enough to be able to end these encounters. I wonder if Kayn would be decent. Yeah, we say Neela or Janna were trolling. Yeah, that's what I was pretty sure. That's why I'm like, Neela definitely is completely troll. Yeah, Jax normally has less damage than like Nidalee or Diana. So he's one that's like a maybe, but I kind of don't think he'll have enough. But possibly. Yeah, I think Annie's going to be too slow most of the time. Poro King could be fine, maybe. Maybe. You can go Poro King. Could go like this. I might actually try throwing on the secret technique. Get a bunch of stats. Yeah, might try that out. We already wrote down Nami, yes. Yeah, Formidable is actually decent for Poro King. This build, we did just like a Aurelion Soul or Leandra run with it, and it absolutely destroys. Because it's just another keyword to help you scale up your units, and then it's giving your units extra health as well, so they hit harder. With the quick attack, Overwhelm and Fury, they scale more. With the quick attack, they normally take or like hit without getting hit back, so their power doesn't get reduced. It's actually pretty good. My build for Elise is... Oh, that was for a video. So it's normally Gale Force. Dreams of Yordles for the Spirit and the Impact, because every time you attack, it's then kind of like boosting all of your units. But I don't know. Did I do Beast Within, or was it something else? Spirit of the Brewer, that's what it is, yeah. This give all your Spiderlings Overwhelm, Quick Attack, and Fury, so that's really nice. They get Scout, and then they also get Spirit and Impact. With Elise, you try to attack twice with your Scout to further buff up all of your units. Not only scaling from your star powers, but then the Spirit and Impact. Every time you attack with Elise, you give them another stack of this, so it kind of works as a boost effect, which is very, very good. So I think this is generally my go-to Elise build. Lux Illuminated could work, but again, I'm trying to stay away from people that have constellations, because yeah, if you have a constellation, use that champion into these ones. I think Lux 1 is going to be too slow. Way too slow. I don't think she would be good enough. Yeah, I think you end up just taking too much damage, and your units will just be too small. Elder Dragon, again, I think you're just going to be too slow. Alright, I think that's where we will call it today. I'm going to test some of these later off stream and potentially try to make this video just like a nice guide video for the weeklies. There's more of a tips and tricks, to be honest. Guide is kind of too much. But thank you all for hanging out. Probably not going to be streaming on the weekend. I have a lot of videos that I need to make, so pretty much going to be just working on YouTube, both editing a lot of the streams, but then just making individual videos. But thank you all for hanging out. We'll start streaming again on Monday and just be streaming all of next week back to our normal schedule. So thanks for hanging out. Hope to see you around the YouTube channel and hope to see you next week. Bye.